The village Arogbo was peaceful, a place where life flowed in rhythms with the song of nature and the whispers of the elders. The Olayemi family was among the most prominent in the community. Baba Olayemi, the patriarch, was a trader who often journeyed to faraway markets, bringing back rare goods. His wife, Mamefe, was a strong, devout woman who ran their household with grace, caring for their three children: Toby, who is 12-year-old, Ayomide, 9-year-old, and little Bingbe, just 5-year-old. Life in the Olayemi household was busy and happy, but the burden of running the home, raising three energetic kids, had begun to take its toll on Mama Efe. She felt stretched thin, struggling to manage the cooking, cleaning, and the children's endless needs. We need help, Efe, Baba Olayemi said one evening as they sat together under the moonlight. With my frequent travels, you can't do it all alone. Let us hire a maid. Many young women in the neighboring villages are looking for work. After some hesitation, Mamefe agreed. They spread the word, and within a few days, a young woman named Abike arrived at their doorstep. Abike was in her early 20s, with smooth dark skin, wide eyes that shone with innocence, and a quiet, respectful demeanor. She wore a simple patterned dress and a neatly tied head wrap. She told the family that she had no parents and had been seeking a home where she could be of service. She's perfect, Mamifi said after their first meeting. She seems so humble and well mannered. She will be a blessing to our home, Baba Olayemi agreed. At first, Abike was everything the Olayemis hoped for in a maid. She worked tirelessly, ensuring the house was spotless. She cooked mouth-watering meals and left everyone satisfied and entertained. She entertained the children with folk tales by the fire at night. Even the neighbors began to envy the Olayemis for their good fortune. But as the week passed, strange occurrences began to trouble the household. It started with the children. Bimpe, who had always been playful and cheerful, became withdrawn. She avoided sitting in the parlor with the family and often clung to her mother, crying without explanation. Ayomide began waking up at night, screaming about shadows that moved in her room. Toby, who was always curious and outspoken, grew unusually quiet and refused to look Abike in the eyes. One afternoon, Toby whispered to his mother, Mama, Abike's eyes turn red sometimes. I saw it yesterday when she thought I wasn't looking. Stop such nonsense, Mama Ife scolded, brushing it off as childish imagination. But the livestock began to suffer too. Chickens were found dead in the yard, their neck twisted unnaturally. The family's goats became sickly overnight, and even the dog, Jack, whimpered and refused to enter the house. Then there were the strange noises, soft hissing sounds that came from the children's room at night, and whispers that seemed to flow through the air when no one was speaking. The final straw came one night when Mama Efe found herself waking from a nightmare. In the dream, she had seen a massive snake curled at the foot of her children's bed, its fangs dripping with venom. She woke up drenched in sweat, and though she dismissed the dream as a figment of her imagination, it left her unsettled. When Baba Olayemi returned from one of his trips, he immediately noticed the unease in the house. His children clung to him, and even Mamefe seemed different, more tired, more anxious. What is wrong here? He asked his wife. At first, she hesitated, reluctant to share her fears, but eventually she told him everything: the children's strange behavior, the dying livestock, and her haunting dream. That night, Baba Olayemi decided to stay awake and watch over the house. The house was silent, the kind of silence that pressed against the ears. Baba Olayemi sat in the parlor, a lantern burning beside him, his eyes fixed on the children's bedroom door. Midnight came and went, and for a while nothing happened. But just as he began to think his fears were unfounded, he saw it, a shadow slithering across the wall. It moved unnaturally, coiling and uncoiling like a serpent. As it neared the children's door, it grew larger and more defined, and then, to his horror, the shadow materialized into a massive snake. Its scales shimmered in the dim light, and its glowing red eyes burned with malice. Baba Olayemi grabbed the lantern and charged forward, shouting at the top of his lungs. The snake hissed and recoiled, retreating into the darkness. When he reached the children's room, he found Abike standing in the hallway, her face calm and innocent. Baba, is something wrong? She asked, her voice soft and sweet, but her wide eyes seemed to hide something dark and unspoken. The next morning, Baba Olayemi visited Baba Ifagbami, the village elder known for his wisdom and knowledge of the supernatural. After listening to the story, Baba Ifagbami's face grew grave. Your maid is not what she seems, he said. She is a shapeshifter, a witch who takes the form of a snake to prey on the innocent. She has likely cursed your home and feeds on the fear of your children. What can we do? Baba Olayemi asked, his voice trembling. You must confront her, but you must also protect yourselves. Take these charms, Baba Ifagbemi said, handing over a bundle of herbs and amulets. Sprinkle these herbs in your home and wear the amulet for protection. When you confront her, you must show no fear. Fear is her weapon, and without it, she is powerless. That evening, after the children had been sent to stay with a neighbor, Baba Olayemi and Mama Efe prepared themselves. They placed the protective charm around the house and sprinkled the herbs in every corner. When Abike returned from fetching water, she immediately sensed that something was different. Her usual sweet demeanor melted away, replaced by a cold, predatory gaze. You know, she said, her voice no longer soft but sharp and venomous. Yes, we know, Baba Olayemi replied, standing firm despite the fear that churned in his stomach. Abike laughed, a sound that sent chills down their spines. You think you can stop me? Before their eyes, her body began to change. Her legs fused together, her skin darkened and turned scaly, and her eyes glowed like burning coals. She transformed into a massive snake, her fangs bared and dripping venom. The snake lunged at Baba Olayemi, but he threw the powdered herbs directly into its face. The creature let out a ear-piercing screech and thrashed wildly, knocking over furnitures. Mama Efe held up an amulet and began chanting a prayer of protection. The snake tried to retreat, but the protective charms prevented it from escaping. Finally, with a cry of defiance, Baba Olayemi grabbed his machete and brought it down on the snake's neck, severing its head in one swift motion. The snake let out one final unearthly shriek before collapsing to the ground. Its body began to transform back into that of Abike, now lifeless and human once more. The Olayemis burned Abike's body as instructed by Baba Ifagbemi, ensuring that her spirit could not return. They also performed cleansing rituals to rid their home of any lingering dark energy. It took months for the family to heal from this ordeal. The children slowly regained their joy, and the house became a place of peace once again. But the Olayemis never forgot the lesson they had learned. evil often wears a friendly face. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening to our wonderful story. Until we come your way again, kindly like, subscribe, and share this channel, Tales Before Dark. We bring you nothing but suspense filled stories, intriguing, and very, very catchy stories. Until we come your way again, like, subscribe, share. Thank you.